perfectly. And against Shen, like you're not gonna poke him out. He's Shen, so I don't think that
True.
was the best
It
really
is
choice
Shen. That
for
is
that lane.
factual.
Yeah, I feel like going something like grass would have been better for that lane.
Right,
Because
but
you
now
know,
they are
late game team
actually moving.
fights. There you go. Right, let's get into games.
Oh, wait.
This is a 5 point.
Seeing 5 points in UNL? I never.
Seen a
I,
few, almost. Oh yeah. Oh,
Seraphy
close
and
enough.
Vocals are too busy looking at each other. They can't
Yeah,
go to the 5 point.
close enough. It's not going to get much better than that. And heck, I'm doing the speedy back. Going to go buy a sweeping lens, I think. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the pro tip. Jungle there. Place a ward back. Get the super. Just so you can soup your red side jungle or your blue side jungle, whichever one you go to second.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good thing
Stop
to
setting
do.
vision. That's a very good thing to do. Not a lot of people do it. I don't even do it,
I
but
mean,
I prefer having these wards early. So when I go over Scott Crab, I can get like a sort of early vision to get my team run down, sort of ward over the wall
yeah, I think
into
both
their
are good.
jungle
I think
side.
they're both just have different uses, but
Yeah. So Hecarim's starting red side and not blue side. Hmm. Typically, you see him start blue side just due to the uh, amount of mana that he uses during his jungle clear. But I suppose with the new jungle item, it's not as unhealthy to do that. Oh,
oh, I missed the CS. Oh no, the game's over. Oriana missed the CS.
that's it. Yeah, mid lane's gone.
Oh, she got two. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're seeing Shen waiting in the bush here for Malphite. Gonna start off with the attacks. I know that so one of our teammates, that's friendship. He likes to play Shen quite a lot, but he always likes to play Halo Blade Shen just so he can get the triple attack every time.
Yes, yes. Shen's that on hit damage for Shen is way too much.
Dude, playing Halo
I think
Blade
anyone
Shen
would
is kind
agree.
of funny. No one
Yeah,
expects the triple hit and the damage.
yeah. It's weird how sort of in this game where you have a lot of these tanks and just a lot of everyone dealing this sort of percent health damage to deal with other tanks, but it ends up not
Oh
doing
my
damage
god,
to
that
tanks
chunk. Look at
and
that!
just whoa, okay, you see what I mean? It's
He
percent
dashed in
health
and made him
damage.
not have fun.
Like, I mean, right now Malphite's not quite a tank and it's all magic damage anyway, so it's not the best pick to Shen. But I guess they assumed it might be Poppy or something. Um, it's percent of damage used to melt tanks, and yet melts everyone but tanks.
Volibear's probably coming in bot here.
Fish.
They still have both flashes up, so they can probably burn those. But Luke
Oh,
Carolina going to
volley
flash
flash.
in. Not quite get the stun just yet, but going to be slowed enough. Going to throw the Poppy stun out into the Volibear stun, which means Kaiser can follow up with the auto and Q, and that will be first blood. And the hero burned flash heal, and they burned exhaust as well. So,
Yeah.
and on the side of Ruin Kings, all they had to burn was the flash. So, very well done from Ruin Kings, burning more Reeses on the side of Hex and picking up the first blood.
See, amazing play there, Roman down bot lane with the level 2. I think definitely the right choice. Volibear, insanely good early jungler. Hecarim, we assume we knew was top side based on when bot lane got to the lane there. Or maybe just perhaps guessing. I'm not sure. I didn't really see I didn't really see them put vision in red side, but yeah, and definitely level 2, strong on Ruin King's bot side.
Okay, so we're seeing here already back in lane pretty fast. And not much else is happening on the map right now. Hans had to back a little bit, running low on mana. MDB gonna go in up top against the Malphite. Get some good trade damage, but you can't really.
Yep. Hecarim looking to go into the bot side.
Hecarim looking down here
Didn't
bot
push it
side.
behind. But the Poppy.
Oh, the Poppy! Jesus, he's gone in, almost
Let's
dead.
go.
Okay,
Is he
I'm
dead?
not gonna quite
Almost
die.
to the ignite. He's backing on a ward. Is Kaiser gonna W? And she gets it. 2
Oh,
kills.
okay, nice.
Backing on a warded bush. Not a good idea.
That was kind of trolling, though. He could have guessed that they had a ward because they had been pushed up in the wave before, and
Yeah,
backing in that
absolutely.
bush was a little interesting when you know that your Kaiser has a W that you're against as well. But I mean,
Yeah.
maybe a little mistake, but good of Judgy to read it and then shoot in that bush as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So well played gank by MR there, well timed there, going in on a pushed up lane with no vision, but sadly
Hey, Luke
Back in there,
Caruana might be in a
bush.
bit of danger here, just running into the enemy jungle. And it's definitely going to drop here. To who? We don't know. They're all trying to leave it for the
Giving
Velcros,
it
but
to
the
the-
Velcros
oh,
can't quite hit an
no.
ability. And Luke Caruana
Gave
going
it
to
to the
dive the tower and
Malphite.
give it to the Malphite.
It's the worst one of the three to get it there, I think.
They really did try to give it to him, but they just couldn't.
They did try super hard. That's fantastic to watch. Oh man, I feel like invading the enemy jungle, especially after seeing Hecarim die. Like you're a back down on Volibear there. Like you're very much weaker than the enemy jungle. Hecarim was forced to back. Probably not the best choice right then, especially knowing respawn timers. But I'm sure it works out. Your bot lane's got 2 kills, so I'm sure giving away a small amount of gold to the top side isn't looking too bad for Ruin King. So it's definitely closing out their lead. There's still 1,000 gold ahead already at 5 minutes. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So early lead on the side of Ruin Kings. It's not too much, obviously. It's only a kill, but that does stack up, and they do have a 1.2k gold lead right now. Both kills on Judgy, which is the kind of thing you want to see again when you play like a comp that centralizes around Kai'Sa being your main carry. Having 2 early kills on the Kai'Sa is never a bad thing. MDB going to go back in on Small Wars on the top lane. Get some more trade-off damage, but... See, the thing is, I always see MGB going in, but then every time I look, he's on, like, no health, and Malphite's gone back up to 3/4 health. And it could have something to do with the fact that Malphite started Corrupting Potion, and they got Biscuits as well. But Poppy into the wall, going to get hit by the Volibear slow as well, and that's going to be death again. Poppy showing maybe why she works in the bot lane. Still, we are all shitting on the pick, but getting a stun against the wall and getting a nice follow-up from Luke Caruana, nice time gank, and... just going to finish off D here again. 0-2 on the Jhin so far this game. And Volibear picked up that kill, though, not the Kai'Sa.
Yeah. And that'll be Cloud Soul for the side of Ruin King. First dragon, 7 minutes in. Cloud Soul, not the best dragon early, but especially with this team, they're looking to get dragon so early. Opens up. What's the next dragon? The Ocean. Hopefully an Infernal Soul, potentially, for this team would be absolutely incredible. Orianna ult into a full Infernal Soul pump. Oh, the damage is going to be absolutely insane. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with the Poppy in the bot lane, like you know what she can do. Poppy, pretty much a very heavy telegraph champion. She wants the angle to hit you against the wall.
Yeah.
Pop her damage. If you dash and shield W, that's pretty much what she's going to do.
Your hands been a bit dangerous.
So,
Vel'Koz are going to come out, chunk him down to about half health. Hecarim there, barrier burned. Hecarim going to have to walk away as he sees Luke Caruana walk up on the Volibear. So not too much got other than barrier for Vel'Koz ult. Barrier for Vel'Koz ult? There wasn't even barrier.
And the Shen TP as well. Shen TP to save the Orianna there. Perfectly well timed.
Oh, Shen. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, my God.
Shen ult.
Okay.
That's the ult. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I said TP. I meant the ult.
My
It's
brain
the same
is
thing.
lagging. I don't want to hear anything about it. I was like, oh, she used barrier. Yeah, that makes sense. And didn't ever see the Shen appear. So I was like, that was a big shield. And then I saw that she didn't have barrier. So I was like, oh. I didn't know that fucking Orianna W gave that much shield. What the hell?
Yeah, it's a thing with that Shen skin, Infernal Shen. Like, the ult is impossible to see. I can't see it. I didn't know until after Shen was there.
I
And
thought
TP
it looked
was
like it just looked like barrier. It didn't look
yeah,
like
you can't tell.
ban skin, ban him, reset,
Yeah, honestly.
chrono break, please. No, I know it's not bad. It's fine.
I don't know if I should ban that skin. Like, it's actually so impossible
No,
to see.
it's fine.
It genuinely is so crazy. But I have troubles with that one as well.
Okay,
Oh,
going for the tower dive here. Hecarim going to be there to follow up afterwards. Small it's low though, but MTP just going to fall to Amari. I said that last time, didn't I? Amari after the tower dive failure there. Maybe getting a bit too cocky, just kind of diving on the tower when you don't know where the enemy jungler is kind of a bit of a mistake. Probably going to dive on the tower. Volibear going to show up, going to shut down the tower, and Judgy Rock's going to be able to follow into the tower with the Caruana. Chunk out here at about half health and pick up the kill on BDNG. Good engage once again by the Poppy, stunning up against the wall, shutting down the tower with Volibear so they can follow back up. Deerho going to have to burn his flash again in trade for Luke Caruana's flash as he tries to re-engage, but going to be able to be safe under that tower at about 1/4 health.
Oh man, so many tower dives happening all over the map at once. Can't keep the
It's
one. There's
nice. I
another
like to
one.
see it. I
There's
thought we weren't doing
another.
enough tower dives in the first few weeks, but another gang going to be on the mid lane. Same thing tried again. This time, Han's going to have to burn flash. Going to burn ult to keep Amari away, which is a good use of the ult there. Otherwise, might have died to Hex from catching up. But while we were looking mid, Luke Caruana picked up another kill in the bot lane, picking off D Hero under that tower. But keep applying the pressure and making sure to get the most out of that gank as he possibly could.
Absolutely insane. Kill after kill. That's the kind of action we're looking to see in these games.
Yes, 7-kill game already
Unrelenting
in 10
power
minutes.
dives. It's the power that volley bear really brings to the game. Shutting off a tower for 3 seconds at this point, that's absolutely more than enough to completely destroy the squishy bot lane that they have on the side of Hex.
Yeah, Judgy currently has 100% kill participation, and Luke Caruana has he's been involved in every kill but one, which I don't know which one that was. Would have that been the
Would
one
have been
that he W'd? Would have he not damaged him at the time?
I don't know. No, it would have been the Hecarim.
I was thinking Amari coming in for. Oh yeah, you're right. Amari coming in for another gank on the on the top lane, but Luke Caruana hit the counter gank and scare them off, and TP coming in from Hands as well, going to put them in a dangerous situation. Luke Caruana stunning up the Hecarim, almost down to about quarter health, unless there's some kind of flash and to catch up. No, so Amari manages to get away, and no deaths either side, but TP burn for the side of Ruin Kings on their mid laner Hands. But they're looking for a re-engage up top. Mario maybe getting a bit too safe, that low health next to the bush, and Luke Caruana going to peer out of it and just finish him off. Dangerous position though to be in, though. Chunking quite fast to the Velcos.
That's
going to
not the
drop to
best
that,
time
and
to
Velcos
poke.
is going to pick up 2 there. Oh, Velcos only picked up 1, sorry. The Malphite picked up the other one, but going to be able to trade 2 for 1 there. Shockwave going to catch Small Walrus, but be answered back by the Velcos laser. Velcos flashing forward, going to get the auto to finish off the kill and trading 1 for 1 again.
I don't believe that was worth for them topside, not for Ruin Kings. They looked for it. TPing in without the Orianna ult, probably not the most worth
Seraphine
thing.
not coming down. Going to catch Judgy Rocks on the Kai'Sa, but they're just too tanky. Poppy, what? They just took no damage. BDNG chunked down to about a quarter health. Poppy ult burned though, and maybe in a dangerous position here, getting caught by Ginger Trap, can't move. Hecarim Dash going to come in. Judgy trying to E away. Poppy's coming into the wall. Shen ult coming down, making it so Hecarim gets caught out. Hecarim getting chunked down. Hecarim drops. D-Hero trying to finish off Judgy. Judgy going to ult towards D-Hero to live on a tiny chunk of health after the fight, but once again, no casualties on the side of Ruin Kings, and Hex losing 2 to the Kai'Sa again. Although Kai'Sa didn't pick up any of the kills. I think Shen got 1? I don't know who got them. But Kai'Sa on 5 assists. It was a Poppy diff. Poppy, I did not see that Shen out either. I keep missing it.
Yeah, you see what I mean? That Infernal Shen, my god, definitely difficult to see back. An absolutely amazing teleport down in from Shen. United we stand.
I'm not seeing them, so I don't
timing.
comment on them much, but the ult from Shen have been really good this game.
Oh yeah, every single one has been perfectly timed. I'm sure there'll be many more of those. So many kills have happened in the last sort of 2 or 3 minutes. We had no idea how to talk. Not even been able to discuss them before the next one happens. Looking like another one might even happen up here on the top side of the river.
Yeah, MDB going in on Small Walrus, but getting caught out by Fanxi, coming down from the mid lane. Malphite ult burned. Velcos Q going to go wide. They're using all the spells, proccing Velcos passive, but it's just quite not enough for Shen to be able to dash over the wall to safety.
Yeah, it's looking like a secure Rift Herald as well for Hex here. First one of the game, most likely the only one of the game. Respawn time won't be up for Baron spawns here. It's not really worth getting these Rift Heralds as well. 4 people doing Rift Herald, I don't think this is particularly worth for the team, but as long as ADC still bot side farming, I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, Rift Herald doesn't really give you doesn't really give you a lot, especially now the turret playing is gone. Sure, it's going to open up the mid lane. Sure, it's going to open up the map for the other objectives that are going to spawn in 4 or 5 minutes. Especially, literally 4 or 5 minutes. You sort of lose a lot though. Across the map, like guaranteed top and mid lose away for that. Support's losing XP, jungle's losing. I mean, jungle would get his XP from the Rift Tower, so with the plating's down, it's not. I wouldn't really go for Rift Tower, but that's just a jungle observation. It's still a neutral objective secured by the side of Hex, so they'll make the most of it.
Okay, we're seeing Luke Caron go for the tower dive here. Going but under the tower, turn off the tower, but Velko's ult gonna chunk him down, but trading out. Poppy ult gonna knock back the Hecarim, but Hans will fall to the tower anyway. Good use of the Poppy ult, but just not enough when Poppy didn't have tower aggro herself. But BDNG gonna ult, try and save D-Hero from Judgy Rocks. D-Hero gonna use the ult, try and catch out Judgy Rocks, see if Judgy can dodge out of the way. Exhaust used, gonna have to flash. Has the Shen ult coming down to save them. Probably pretty safe anyway, but Judgy did have to burn flash there. And Shen ult was used too. In response, Rift Tail going to be used on the mid lane to take down that first turret of the game, actually.
15 minutes in, it's the first turret. Only secured by the Rift Tail. It's pretty impressive. That time I did as well see the Shen ult actually show
Mari
up.
maybe a bit out of position here, getting knocked into the wall and not going to be able to move up. Maybe stayed a bit too long after the tower was gone, not immediately getting out there. Going to be the blunder there, but going to be picked up on the side of Ruined Kings. Oh my god.
It's kill after kill happening. Every single lane, everywhere you can imagine think of. There's always just some sort of fighting going down. That's what we were expecting to see with all these picks. Makes for some amazing gameplay, but you can't go into all of them. There's too many.
Yeah.
At least there's no sort of best thing to show us the jungle farming. I think this game. That's definitely something. Look like they might get the bot tower here. Surfing coming in, but it's not going to be enough time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and they got it. Oh.
Okay, we're seeing the tower go down, but Judgy in a bit of dangerous position here. Malphite ult coming through, knocking them all up, caught in the Vel'Koz ult. This is the kind that you want to see when this is your team comp. Going to be able to maybe get out 2 TPs burned on the side of Ruined Kings, but maybe they're in a dangerous position as well. Hand's going to have to flash out the way. Hecarim going in onto the Shen, going to catch out the Orianna, and that is 3 picked up for Hex here. Nice answer back to the deficit that they were starting to see.
Excellent 4-man shockwave landed from Hanzo as well, but no one's full up on it, sadly. If that was right at the start of the team fight, my god. It would have absolutely turned it around for Ruined Kings there.
Okay, we're seeing MDB trying to go back in, but get hit away by the Hecarim. Drake is up in about 20 seconds, so Ruined Kings will be around for it, but it does mean that Hex get the vision control around vision control around River and such, and
there we go.
Ruined Kings will have to push into them.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bad time to do that trade as well. It could give priority to this dragon. Straight up to Hex there, but Ruined Kings are 2 dragons up, so I don't think they're too sort of overly fussed about losing this dragon, but they definitely like to get this in the link to go in for a team fight.
Okay, we're seeing Poppy engage, stun up Small Walrus against the wall, and Lucarna going in with the ult. Hecarim, big Seraphine ult going to catch 3 members of the side of Ruined Kings, and it's just Judgy and Hands left with no tanks to back him up. Big shockwave coming through for the side of Hands, shockwaving 4 of them, finishing off Vel'Koz and chunking out the rest of them while stopping the Jhin ult as well. Judgy alive but on very low health, going to be hard for him to re-engage. Hands does have mostly full health and a lot of mana left, and going to push out Hex from being able to get this dragon and try and pick it up themselves. Although it seems that Hex don't want to hand it over for free. They still have an extra member, even if they are chunked out. See if they can use the Seraphine Spoopies to get in. Gale Force used, them going, Hecarim getting into Hands. Judgy feared, can't do much. Ulting in. BDNG going to flash away. Shen ult coming through, going to be able to... Okay, going to be able to catch out the Hecarim. And we'll see if MDB can finish off the last kill on the side of Seraphine. But this fight's been going on so long, all the respawns are coming through. Small Walrus himself on the Malphite coming back in as well. And now it's going to be a 3v2 if they decide to take it that way. But Fanksy's still not here just yet. Poppy and Volley focusing on the dragon. Shen trying to keep the Malphite away, but Malphite going to walk forward. Gets stunned up into the wall by the Poppy, not able to move. Vel'Koz ult come through. Chunking out them big. Shen dashing, using his E to dash through to get onto Vel'Koz. Getting chunked out here, but has the shields pushed through. Vel'Koz W going to finish him off. Poppy, very low health. Lucarana still about full HP, but Dragon's still 50% HP. Going to be try to go in onto Fanksy here. Get chunked out, not get the stun off. Going to die to any spell about right now. Activate the Q, but not going to be able to trigger it. Fanksy just finishing it off with all attacks and going to start the Drake himself, but this fight's been going on so long that Hands and Judgy are back alive. And they're going to look to rejoin the fight, but Amari is there with the smite to get this dragon if he so needs to. Gonna go for the shockwave, but just mistime it. And after that, Hex will pick up the dragon, the first dragon of the game.
Oh, that was what a trade, what a back and forth that was over this dragon. My absolute god. Definitely feel like in the second half of there, it was some amazing plays, especially going in with the Shen TP. After Ruin King sort of lost the first half of that team fight, with a lot of their members down, they were just left with hands and Judgy Rocks there in the river, going back in to clean up those last 3 kills. When Luke Caruana got there and Shen was fighting off the Malphite and Poppy was fighting off the Vel'Koz, and they were doing that together, he should have just focused that dragon. I reckon he could have got it. I know it's fully bad, I know the clear's not that fast, but his E does a lot of damage. I reckon he should have just stuck to hitting the dragon. Because he had Smite, Vel'Koz was never going to steal it from him. He could have got it, even if he died for it. It would have been absolutely worth, because then it would have contested Soul Point. I think trying to help and fight the Poppy was a bit, lost in that dragon there.
Yeah, it was. I think there was a lot of things. If I reckon I could go back through that fight and see a lot of little things that probably could have been tweaked about that, but you know, I think it was much just like, oh, we're back alive. Quickly, get to the dragon again. And, you know, when you're using your respawn for the same fight, it gets a bit confusing about what kind of macro you want to see from the side of both teams.
Yeah. Not too bad, at the very least. It's only the first dragon for Hex. But it does open, obviously, make split decisions over taking Baron or Dragon a lot later, a lot less safer for Hex, because they don't have to worry about Soul being contested. But it's Mountain Soul.
Hans is pushing the bot lane. Hans does have his TP up very, very shortly, so we'll be able to TP in despite there is one. And Lucaran are gonna just walk past Amari, and Shen gonna do the same. Not quite bothered by it, just like, good day, yeah, you guys can do that. We're just gonna push out the bot lane, and looks like they are gonna start it to maybe get something in place with this bottom tower.
Yeah, 5 people contesting Baron. They have to remember, here's the teleport.
Okay, the teleport coming in from Orion. It looks like we're going to get another team fight here. Lucaran starting the blue block, getting chunked out by that. Poppy are going to ult the Malphite out of the fight. Seraphine not hitting a lot of them up. Amari dashing into the backline, going on Lucaran. Lucaran very low. Vel'Koz all coming through, chunking out a lot of their team. All the side, okay, 3-man shotwave coming through. Judgy ulting in, going on BDNG, going to have to flash out, E away, get chunked out by the Baron. Lucaran are still going in, team still going in, all very low though. Hands in the back, putting out the damage, but it might not just be enough to get through this Malphite. Malphite going to flash Q onto Hands. Oh, Lucaran going to heal up, try and block the Jhin ult if he can, but Hands out of the Jhin ult, but 3v1 at this point, unless Hands can get away. Okay, dodging the Vel'Koz Q, still going through, dodging the Vel'Koz W, not quite able to dodge the E in the second W though, going to finish him off, and another team fight going to the way of Hex.
Hex really pulling back in these late game team fights, pretty much what we observed from the draft. This really tanky sort of hit all your ults team. It's not quite going exactly like that, especially with the Malphite getting ulted away there, but overall, a lot of these huge AoE team ults getting hit. The Seraphine ult hitting most of the team. I think I already missed a Poppy there. I've not seen a few more people get hit, and just Jhin being so far back, just hailing in huge damage bullets onto all the team. Pretty much the only damage come from Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa died quite early in that fight. I don't think Orianna quite has the gold to make as much of an impact as she wants on these team fights, but she'll definitely get there if there's a few more of these fights. But hopefully they end up going in the way of Ruin Kings.
Yeah, lovely. You're seeing a lot more what you want to see from the side of Hex with their big team fight ults and such. And even though Malphite did get hit away with the big old Poppy ult at the start of the fight, he just kind of appeared at the end, and they hadn't killed their entire team by then, so they just kind of had the full health Malphite to deal with a chunked out team, and he kind of just ran them down.
It's the one that's a Malphite. Ulting him away is good at the start, but really need to keep Kai'Sa there until he gets back. Didn't know his Judge flashed the Malphite, although I don't know if you saw that. It's quite impressive flash, well timed.
Yeah, so we're seeing as well. I think the big problem is that they can't really do anything about the Vel'Koz. And D-Hero was 0-4, and now he's 3-5, so he is coming back into the game as well. So you're going to have to start worrying about that as well. Your Kai'Sa isn't like... I mean, she is definitely ahead. She's 50 CS and 2 kills up, so she definitely has a bit more gold than the gym, but she's not ahead of the Vel'Koz, so you don't have this huge hyper carry that just outscales the enemy team. And okay, I don't even have time to commentate on that. That was Jhin ult, Vel'Koz ult,
Malphite ult.
Hecarim. That was all that. That was every single ult on the
Yeah,
team.
they pressed all their buttons. That's it. That's the Hex way. Just press all your buttons.
Yeah. How do you commentate that? You just they used all their ults and they died. So
Yeah, they walked into river and now they're on a grey screen. And that's looking. Are they gonna split take both objectives in?
wow, yeah, that is what you get for not having vision in the river. I think is what to take away from that.
That's
you
what they were trying to get in the river.
You want to face check a river with 5 of their team and not knowing where they are? Yeah, you deserve to take 5 ults. I would do it, but I'm bad, so.
Yeah. It's more on the way of they had vision in the red side jungle where they were coming in from.
Yeah,
So they knew they were there. They were able to set up this sort of trap for them to walk into the river, knowing full well they're going to walk in and try and get this vision.
Okay, Han's gonna burn the Vel'Koz ult, but Hecarim's coming in from behind, but just looks like they're trying to disengage here after taking Baron, not quite able to get anything in response for the side of Ruin Kings, and this game is really slipping away from them. Definitely not unwinnable or anything, but they had a good early lead, and since then they've just kind of lost the last 3 team fights.
Yeah, I think it's them trying to Hex have sort of know how strong they are now, and they're repeatedly forcing Ruin Kings into doing things they really don't want to do right now. They want to be farming, they want to be getting this gold and soaking up all the lanes and pushing out all the waves, but they're not letting them because they have to contest these people 5-man. There's no one member on the side of Ruin Kings that can stop this team, even 4. They have to have all 5 committed to this because they're so much stronger.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a rough position for Ruin Kings to be in. They're sort of bleeding away a little bit. First Baron as well secured 4 Hex and their second Mountain Dragon. They've evened out the dragons, 2 of the same one. Ocean Cloud, not as good as 2 Mountains, I think, especially not into something like Malphite Hecarim. Like, oh, the amount of armor that thing is going to have is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it comes. When you miss all the first Drake, you miss your first 2 Drakes, and you're like, oh, that's pretty bad, I guess. But if you can pick up the late Drake, stacking 4 of the same Drake instead of like 2 different Drakes and 2 of another Drake is most of the time better, in my opinion, just because you max out on this crazy 1 stat. Unless it's like, I mean, even Ocean Soul, it just means you can regen your health super quickly out for team fights. But when you've got a Malphite and Hecarim, and even the Vel'Koz is pretty chunky himself, giving him those extra resistances, meaning that he can't just be burst down, means quite a lot.
They're just 5-man pushing out all the lanes. And there's nothing Ruin Kings can do about it. They have to continue to roam to match these rotations. They can't go and push out a side wave. They can't go push out a mid wave because Kai'Sa can't be on her own. Orianna can't be on her own. They'll just get 5-man ulted and die. It's a very tough position
Hecarim
to
come
be in.
through here, get the ult. Jin gonna try and W, not quite get the follow up, and Amari using his ult there, not quite getting anything off of it other than Judgy Flash, which is quite a lot actually. Now that I say not anything but having the flash on Judgy is kind of really important for your team comp when he's your main damage dealer, and when he doesn't have that, he's much more vulnerable.
Definitely some excellent plays. So it's a bit rough early game for Hex, but absolutely they've shown when they get right into the swing of it, they can definitely pull it all back.
Okay, we're seeing the flashes burned. Lots of flashes being burned. Seraphine not going to be burned on Hands in the backline. Trying to focus on Amari in the backline. Malphite are going to come through, be able to finish off Hands even just after he gets his ult off, and seems like the team just doesn't have the damage to be able to get through. Gonna not block the first one, gonna block the second one, and the other 2 gonna go wide. Amari maybe looking to get in here, just gonna go for the tower. There is still 4 members alive for the side of Ruin Kings, 5 on the side of Hex. They're looking to maybe just take this tower. They can't really contest them right now, especially when their Kai'Sa is healing in base. So let's swap out the Shenga back to base, Kai'Sa come back. They're just gonna take the inhib and back off now that they have regrouped. But honestly, how do you deal with a level 14 Malphite who has Sunfire and Abyssal Mask and a Hecarim who has Thornmail as just a Kai'Sa and the Orianna? But the Orianna's 2 and 6, right? Like, she isn't doing much damage.
Yeah, she's got the Void stuff. She's got the Leandrews. Leandrews reworked last patch or this patch, one of the 2, to be much better against tanks. Still not pumped up the damage. She doesn't have the raw AP enough really to do it because it's percent bonus. So she still needs to be dealing a lot of damage in the first place.
I'll be interested to see if the damage numbers at the end of the game.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like levels are behind. Luke Crown 1 is down a few levels, but shouldn't be too bad because like jungle sort of peaks at the same place, like level 13. It's not going to change too much in there. Sort of Kais is ahead. Hands is slightly ahead. Shen's on point, so level discrepancy wise, it's not too bad. And the gold difference is on the side of Hex, but not actually as big as I thought it was going to be.
I mean, it's still it's not huge, but it's still 3.5k. That's the type of
yeah.
That's the type of point where you're like, okay, we should lose a team fight, like if we take it. And
yeah,
stacking up that third Mountain Drake, saying, hey, if we don't finish the game before the next Mountain spawns, even we will have a Mountain Soul ready for us to pick up afterwards, and 4 Mountain Drake stacked, which is going to be awful.
Yeah, if they get that Mountain Soul, I don't think there's much you can do about it. Can Kaisa buy Serpent's Fang? Is that an item she's able to buy? Because nobody else on their team can buy it.
Buy it. I don't think it's. I don't think it's bad. Seraphim Shield as well, but it's kind of a like. It might be too late if they get Mountain Soul. To be honest, you'd have the shield damage, but you wouldn't have the damage to be able to get through all the resistances and the health bars really, because you'd be building lethality and you just wouldn't do enough damage.
Absolutely. I mean, Kaisa with the passive should be able to deal with that, but hopefully Oriana by that time will be able to.
I think so, but also you're
not looking. It's not looking like Rugal King are going to hold out the game too much longer, but hopefully we'll see them be able to turn it around, particularly over this Baron fight. That's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see, like, okay, Gino going to start off the fight. Hecarim going to dash in, going to ult forward, knock back Volley Bear, get the 4th shot onto the Poppy. She has to flash away from the Vel'Koz ult. Although Hands is caught out on the right-hand side. Luke Crown going to jump in to save him, but just dying himself. MDC also going to fall afterwards, and this could just be the end of the game, it looks like. They tried to hold on at the Baron, but Hex were having none of it and just tore through them one by one. Calloway going to drop here on the Poppy as well, and Judgy trying to chunk through Hecarim, but even with the burst and ignite and pop in the passive, still has about half HP left. Gonna just have to hide in the base and wait for them to end the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, not enough damage on the side of Ruined Kings. Definitely. I mean, draft-wise, they were looking good. I thought both teams would really be pumping out the same amount of damage, but sort of just unfortunate how far behind they got. But after that, game